check, check. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check.
Good morning, and welcome to the University of Findlay. My name is Damon Osborne. I serve as the Associate Vice President of Academic Affairs. Dr. Darren Fields couldn't be with us this morning, so I'm happy to take his place. Let me rephrase. I'm ecstatic to take his place because I love this event. You have chosen to become citizens of this country. Those of us who are born here often take this for granted, how wonderful this country is. You knew it. You sought us out, and now you're becoming citizens. Thank you, and congratulations to you. Friends, family, onlookers, students, see this part of our government take place. Understand how important this is to our citizenry, how important it is to the makeup of our country. Welcoming new and diverse voices into our culture. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for joining us. I'd like to thank the band. I'd like to thank the Finley Singers who are about to perform for us, and thank all of you for being here today to share in this celebration with our new citizens of the United States of America. Thank you so much.
Good morning. On my program, we have the Star Spangled Banner coming next. Is that where we're at? All right, the flag.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you to the University of Finley Singers for singing the national anthem. It's my pleasure to introduce some special guests. Their presence here emphasizes the importance of this special occasion. We're honored to have the representatives of the legislative branch of the federal government present at today's ceremony. Senator J.D. Vance took office in 2003 and is represented here today by Tim Snyder. Congressman Bob Latta has served in the United States House of Representatives for the Ohio's 5th Congressional District since 2007 and is represented by Brian Bauman. Also present is the League of Women Voters, which was formed in 1920 by Carrie Chapman Catt to help women take a larger role in public affairs as they won the right to vote. The League is strictly nonpartisan and works to influence policy through advocacy. The League has chapters in all 50 states plus the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. The League today has 6 representatives with us today. The Daughters of the American Revolution, known as the DAR, consists of members whose ancestors fought in the American Revolution and helped achieve America's independence. The organization is a nonprofit group that works to promote historic preservation, education, and patriotism. We have representatives of both the Finley and Marion chapters here with us at this ceremony. The Sons of the American Revolution is similarly dedicated to promoting patriotism, preserving American history, and teaching American history to future generations. Today, the Sons of the American Revolution John Hancock chapter is represented by Henry Stobbs. And finally, I'd like to thank all the people who helped put this together and the University of Finley for providing us with this wonderful venue to hold all these people. I have to say, this is the largest naturalization I've done in my 9 years as a judge. In preparing for citizenship, you learned about the 3 branches of government. I'm a representative of the judicial branch. Judges' decisions in court are in response to motions made by parties involved in the court proceeding. Usually when I rule on a motion, someone wins and is happy, and someone loses and is not happy. This ceremony today is a court proceeding, and I'm going to rule on a motion to admit you as new American citizens. But I hope that today is going to be a day where everyone here leaves happy. Although this looks like the University of Findlay's fitness and recreation complex, today this is my courtroom. And when we're in court, there are normally rules that have to be followed. But today we'll be breaking two of those rules. One, we're going to allow cheering and clapping in the courtroom, and we're also going to allow photographs to be taken. But I will ask you to sit quietly and respectfully when we get to the point where the motion for citizenship is made and when the applicants are reciting the oath of allegiance. I understand that each of you has passed the citizenship test. That is one very important step to citizenship. However, I still need an officer of the court to make a motion to admit you and for each of you to take the oath of allegiance before you will be admitted as citizens. We have a representative of the United States Citizenship and Immigration Service with us today. Officer Arison, will you make your motion?
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, Your Honor, it's my privilege to present the court the applicants for naturalization. Each applicant has been examined by an officer of the USCIS, United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, and each applicant has been found eligible for naturalization. We now come before the court to move that all candidates be naturalized.
Thank you. I'd like to take a moment to talk about the oath you're about to take. Some of the words of the oath will seem strange to everyone here. The oath of allegiance comes from a law enacted in 1795, and that version of the oath included supporting and defending the Constitution and used words like potentate that we don't use very often today. In 1906, the exact language of the oath was established, and it has remained unchanged for over a century. It is likely that almost everyone in this room who is a citizen either took this oath or has a direct ancestor who recited a version of this oath as they stepped over the threshold of U.S. citizenship. You join a long line of immigrants stretching back to the establishment of this country who have said these enduring words. It is the last requirement for granting you U.S. citizenship. You should have a parsed copy of the oath on your chair to use as you recite the words with me, or you can use the copy of the oath that's in the program that you were given. It's on the next to last page of the program. So I would ask you to please stand, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I hereby declare, on oath or solemn affirmation, that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state, or sovereignty, of whom or which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen, that I will support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by the law, and that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. Thank you. Congratulations. You may cheer. Chloe Moltzen, a student at the University of Findlay. You may be seated. Thank you. Chloe Moltzen, a citizen at the University of Findlay, will now hear from Lauren Gayhart, a junior at Findlay High School, on the benefits of citizenship.
Thank you. I would first like to take a moment to congratulate each and every one of you through this momentous occasion and to applaud your dedication and perseverance to begin your life as an American citizen. What you have gained throughout this process is more than a legal status. Today, you have made a promise. Today, you have made a promise to uphold the values of freedom, equality, and justice that are the building blocks for this great nation. Citizenship is a gateway of the highest order as it opens doors to a plethora of opportunities and forsaken American traditions. As an American citizen, you are entitled to a sense of belonging within this nation, which will provide you with stability for the rest of your life, no matter who you are. One of the most sacred benefits of American citizenship is the ability to have a standing voice in your government. With the oath of allegiance you took today, you are guaranteed the opportunity to elect leaders and make decisions in government-related issues that align with your views directly. From this moment forward, you will forever possess a say in the decision-making process of the United States government. Furthermore, citizenship creates the ability to welcome others into the country through sponsorship. This process allows you to become a catalyst for individuals, such as family and friends, who may be facing mistreatment or adversity in their home country, to begin a life in the United States of America. Through sponsorship, you can work to reunite with loved ones, while also demonstrating devotion to making America a culmination of cultures and ideas. To be an American citizen means the right to travel freely within this country and to procure aid from governmental resources while traveling abroad. To be an American citizen is to hold access to public education, healthcare, Social Security, and many other essential services. To be an American citizen is to possess the ability to work and earn a living in a professional environment with no restrictions. To be an American citizen is to live with freedom and to fully embrace the privileges and rights into which it entails. Once again, I would like to genuinely thank you for participating in the naturalization process and completing this journey of citizenship. America is shaped by its citizens, and you are welcomed with great pride and honor to contribute to this dynamic. Thank you.
Next, we'll hear from R.J. Coldren, who will speak about the rights of citizenship.
Hello and good morning. Some background about me. My great-grandmother was a small yet strong-willed Polish woman named Stella Maso, who also came to America after World War II and went through this same naturalization process. Before the war, she was an indentured servant on a German farm who rarely got to see her family or her home back in Poland. After and during the war, she did little more than just survive. In 1951, on her own, she left a war-torn Europe in order to pursue a better future for her 2-year-old daughter and herself, my grandmother, Teresa Maso. A poor woman, my great-grandmother left what little she had and what little she knew in order to pursue the dream that she believed was the United States and the rights and freedoms that would come with her citizenship. So America, citizenship, these two words on their own can never truly capture the emotion that comes behind them. As someone born and raised in this nation, I have been blessed with all the opportunities that come from living what I believe is the greatest country in the world. These opportunities include one amazing gift, that is the rights that every citizen is entitled to. But what are these rights? What does it mean for those who live in this American society? As the Founding Fathers had put it, all of us are subject to what they had called unalienable rights. These are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. This is the triad that the country is based on, the three pillars that uphold the standards of freedom and justice that all citizens live by. As laid out in the Constitution, every right and law is put into place in order to protect one or all of those pillars. And now you all will become part of that same light. The United States has acted as a beacon and a leader in the world when it comes to balancing both allowing people to make their own decisions and choices while still upholding the order and justice that keeps those people safe from themselves and others. It is the first modern-day country founded on the idea that the government should draw its power from the people and through our right to choose and elect our own leaders based on how well they align with our viewpoints and morals. We have founding documents in the Constitution and Bill of Rights that lay out the justice that every citizen is entitled to. It is impossible for me to say that our country is perfect. It is riddled with flaws, just as every other country in the world has problems to deal with. However, I do believe that we, the people, do have power and authority over our government to make changes necessary in order to secure the best future we can, both for ourselves and our families, as well as the future of anyone who wants and is willing to become members of the United States of America. And now you all are part of that same system, exercising your new rights and working together to make this nation even better than it was before. For just as in a family, every member must help and support each other, so too must we all do the same through our choices that we make when it comes to fulfilling our rights as American citizens and living together in this country. Once again, congratulations and thank you.
Next, Bryn Reese, a senior at Corey Rawson High School, will address the responsibilities of citizenship.
Becoming an American citizen is something many people around the world have longed to achieve for years. These millions of people wanted to be a part of something better, to be a part of a country with endless freedoms, to better the lives of themselves and their families. These people wanted to have access to the greatest advancements in technology, healthcare, and society. They wanted to be American citizens. Becoming a citizen of the United States is more than just following the laws, paying your taxes on time, and being able to vote. So there are some things that you need to know. Citizenship comes with the responsibilities of not only following federal, state, and local laws, but respecting lawmakers and enforcers and thanking them for serving our country. A good citizen not only pays their taxes, but does so honestly and responsibly. With citizenship, it's important to become part of your community. Volunteer to help others to make a positive impact and respect the rights of your peers and individuals with differing opinions and beliefs. Doing these things will create unity and compromises that support people with all opinions. Finally, the right to vote is a privilege, so it's crucial that you inform yourself on the issues in this country before doing so. Do not base your opinions on who your friends are or how a candidate looks or speaks, but instead take the responsibility of creating your own morals and standing strong to them. All the work you've put into earning your citizenship does not stop now. Becoming a citizen means you'll continue to work to better the lives of your family, community, and country. So with open arms, we say thank you for your valuable addition to our country, and I wish you the best. Thank you.
Our final presentation will be by McKenna Clark, a senior at Riverdale High School, talking about life stories of citizenship.
While I do not have a personal story of immigration from my familial lineage, I was able to research several immigrants and their personal stories of their journeys. The individual I have chosen to touch on today is Phank Wong, otherwise known as Tim to his community, in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tim and his family fled from Vietnam in 1979, fearing their safety and future in their country due to the communist North that had recently overtaken them. They saved up and set off in a fishing boat that they hoped would transport them to Malaysia. The packed boat reached Malaysian waters but was unable to enter due to the conflict. The passengers were left floating in the choppy waters, waiting for help that might never arrive. After 5 days in the rough water, an Italian naval ship discovered them and transported them to Italy, where they lived in a refugee camp for 9 months. While in the refugee camp, his family was free to make a living and learn from the community that surrounded them. After those months, they saved up and immigrated to the United States. In 1980, at the age of 12, Tim and his family arrived in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He did not know the English language, which immediately created a language barrier for him. Tim began school, and within 6 months, he was able to adjust and learn the language. Although his parents had only learned their ABCs and a few common conversational statements, such as, "Hello, how are you doing this morning?" or "Good afternoon." Even with a minimal understanding of the language, his parents were able to find jobs at a local restaurant. His father was a dishwasher, and his mother prepared vegetables at a Chinese restaurant. They would work 6 to 7 days a week, putting in almost 12-hour days to be able to support their family and put food on the table. Due to their financial situation, Tim got his first job at the age of 12 as a newspaper delivery boy. He would wake up early and deliver the papers before going to school all day. Whatever money he made, he would give to his parents to be able to support them. At the age of 15, his family's financial situation was still dire, so he started a weekend job as a busboy. Tim worked diligently and eventually got promoted to a waiter and then a manager in a short amount of time. While working at the restaurant, he spent ample time learning from the chef. He gave Tim tips and taught him culinary techniques. From there, Tim decided that he wanted to pursue a career in the food industry. He ended up working in a Cambodian restaurant where he met his wife, Villavin, who worked in the Vietnamese food industry for several years. They eventually started their own food truck that serves gourmet Thai cuisine to the University of Pittsburgh community. Tim's story is just one of the millions of immigrant life stories of struggle, success, determination, and grit. He is living proof that your past and background do not control your ability to thrive and succeed. Your actions do. Thank you.
One of the great things about America is that it's a forgiving country, and I hope you'll forgive me for having gone out of order. And it is now time for Chloe Moltzen, a student at the University of Findlay, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right. It's my proud honor to be among the first to congratulate you on the honor of becoming an American citizen and welcome you to the responsibilities and privileges that come with citizenship. One of the most important things to us as human beings is to have a feeling that we're home. That feeling of home comes from family, it comes from friends, it comes from living in a place we know and a place we feel a part of. That feeling of home comes from our local communities. While many of you have probably felt that America was your home for some time, I hope that in the days and weeks and months and years that follow this ceremony, I hope you come to feel an even greater sense that here you are home. I know that many people describe the United States as being a melting pot. And in some ways, this country is a melting pot. But that isn't how I see America. Just as we each have our own American dream, we each have our own view of what this country is and what it should be. To me, America is more like a pot of stew than a melting pot. I think every country has something like what I would call stew. You fill a pot with water or broth, add some rice or couscous, you add some meat, maybe chicken or lamb or perhaps some fish. Beans and lentils get tossed in, and vegetables, onions, peppers, tomatoes, celery, or bok choy. Those ingredients don't melt. A bean remains a bean. You see bits of pepper or pieces of meat in the stew, and that's what makes it so delicious. It's a combination of wonderful flavors that all retain their own identities. All the ingredients combine into one delicious feast, and they are all better together. That's how I see America. You don't have to lose your identities to contribute to the American feast. You can remain a bean, You can remain a bit of pepper. I'll stay an onion. And we will all be better together than we could ever hope to be separately. Today, you've completed a long journey. For many of you, it's been a hard journey, the journey to U.S. citizenship. While you've reached the end of this journey in the taking of the oath today, it's also the beginning of a new journey, the journey of the rest of your lives as American citizens. This new journey is a journey into the unknown. It's a journey you will not always be able to entirely control, but it will be an exciting journey because it's a journey of opportunity. I hope you're inspired to make the most of that opportunity. Use your citizenship to make things in this country better by being a good citizen, a good neighbor, a good family member, a good person. Remember what it was that drew you to this country, that made you want to become a part of it. As citizens, help strengthen and protect the things about this country that made you want to be an American, and help make it even better America for you, for all of us, and for our posterity. Again, welcome. Are we ready to give these new citizens their certificates? All right. As they get ready to do that, it's always odd to me that so many new citizens want to have their pictures taken with me at these ceremonies. But I get it. I'm the judge. I swore you in, and I will stay here as long as it takes for anyone who wants to have their picture taken with me. No pressure. You don't have to. I encourage you not to, but if you do want to have your picture taken with me and your family and the certificate and the flag, I know that's what many people want, so that's what we're going to do. All right, thank you. All right, are we going to, do you have anything to hand out, or, okay. I'll stand down here and then that and call names of the thing. All right, we'll try that. All right. All right.
That should work pretty good.
So if you want to line up down here, whatever you.
Ready? Yeah. Elaine Irvin. Jose Cruz Iniguez. Ardian Sakar. Owasai Owa. Twincy Panchal. Raquel Bandari. Iona Shabnova. Tala Atwan Obied. Fatin Halark. Susan Felger. Isra Alk. Rachna Feng. Rajib Churti. Juan Yamas. John Simpson. Long Mai. Abdul Rahim Al Sharif. Tawfiq Al Bakarat. Hallie Pandapan. Atwan Al Jarib. Noor Al Jarib. Alpesh Kumar Bavasar. Mona Shami. Teresa Brafo. Mary Carmen Espinosa. Deepali Dakhali. Jaydeep Dakhali. Koi Nayan. Thai Tron. Ramesh Chandra Patel. Clyde Campbell. Ali Metwali. Campbell Fisher. Derek DeVaries. Alawambai Ayadamo. Aditya Thacker. Sveta Thacker. Pi Heaton. Adriana Galvan Williamson. Priya Kabin Patel. Jayita Sakar. Asma Urbash. Kader Roderick. Lauren Farron. Luana Costa. Joan Carl. Daniel Evans. Khalid Murahil. Nairuban Patel. Ifran Mukhtar. Oldman Piedra. Hamid Mansari. Shayna Cayenne. Xilang Sun. Carmen Coelho. Giselle Johnson. Khadija Al-Jabari. Naomi Churbai.
Stacy Cortiana. Rose Rodney Ball.
Big round of applause and welcome for our new citizens. All right, we're ready to close court. Hold just a moment here for that.
This honorable court is now in recess.
We're now going to hear the America the Beautiful played, and I hope you enjoy it while we file out or do whatever we're going to do here. Thank you for coming.